Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac. Enough with all this riffraff and other assorted halves of popular dance pop duos. I'm trying to think of other ones. Hall from Hall & Oates? Is Hall the alpha male in that group, or is that an Oates type deal? I don't know. In any case, I've been talking complete nonsense, but we've had some pretty bad runs lately. I'm not going to mince words. The even Samson runs that have gone up the past 2 days have been pretty bad, partly due to my own fault, but largely, if I may shift the blame here, what can I say? I'm preparing for a career in politics. Also, the RNG caused some serious problems for me. Not giving me very good items, setting me up with situations, especially on that Eve run, where things just went absolutely goddamn horribly. Like that Eve run. Let's go over our boss room items if I remember correctly. Cube of meat, floor 1. Also, we got Bob's Rotten Head. That was our spacebar item to start with. Cube of meat. Okay, not so bad, right? Second floor, Mom's coin purse, which gave us 2 health downgrades, as well as a speed downgrade and a bad trip pill. Quite literally, maybe the worst coin purse that one could possibly fathom, unless they gave us like a tears downgrade instead of bad trip. And I say that, and I mean that literally, because you might be saying, well, 4 health downgrades would obviously be worse. Not necessarily, because after the first or second one, I would probably be like, okay, let's stop taking these. So I think that, you know, the fact that they kept me in uncertainty actually made it worse than what that possibly could have been. But anyway, I digress. So that's the first 2 floors, you know, that all-important, you know, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's always important to get a good start in Isaac as well, and that was taken away from us. Then next floor, I believe I got HP upgrade. Sure, that's good after those HP downgrades. Followed promptly by another cube of meat, which just didn't give me enough to survive, and I ended up dying. I took the nail and tried to bring myself back up. This is like very much on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z right now that we've got going on, but I tried to make it work, but it didn't really work out very well. Already on this run, we've got all stats up. That is crazy good. We are already substantially stronger after like 8 rooms than we were on the entirety of that Eve run that we just did. So I'm excited about that, and I'm probably not going to use a bomb to get that Spirit Heart because, you know, Spirit Hearts, they're transient, man. You can't take it with you when you go. And I may want to look for the secret room, but I also don't know if that's that viable. I don't like looking for secret rooms on the first floor. It makes things usually hemorrhage a lot of bombs relative to the value you actually get. So I'm absolutely content with where we are right now, so I'm just going to kind of enjoy the rest of this floor. I'm not being lazy by not looking for the secret room. I think I'm just being smart about my resources, because you never know, 5 bombs now might mean, you know, 0 bombs by the time we get down to the catacombs. So every bomb that I can save and maybe find a more dedicated secret room is, or a more obvious secret room location is maybe valuable. Plus, I'm not hurting for health right now, so why waste a bomb for a Spirit Heart when essentially it just means that bomb is going to be thrown in the trash, is my guess anyway. We're going to take another HP upgrade. No need to reroll that, I would say. Snagging 2 HP upgrades on the first floor is borderline ideal as Isaac. Oh, please tell me there's an arcade on this floor. I don't think it's actually possible for there to be an arcade on floor 1. Or, well, you know, the series of floors 1, like the basement or the cellar. It might be a theoretical possibility. We'll see. In any case, if I come across like a temperance card or something, I could probably make this work as well. I'm thinking about what to do with this D6. Obviously, most importantly is to save it for the potential of a deal with the devil where I could pick up an awesome item and make... Oh my god, there actually is a blood bank on this floor, so we're totally going to be able to go to that boss trap room and pick up an item. That is actually huge. I will hopefully get a Spirit Heart here. I got 2 Spirit Hearts. We're only going to take 1 for now, because I think I only need 1 for now. But then we're going to play this until we get down to 1 heart, maybe half a heart. And then we're going to go into that boss trap room and hopefully snag, you know, I guess ideally a damage upgrade, but I would be totally okay with another HP upgrade as well. And all of a sudden, the shop now looks exceptionally valuable as well. So we'll actually probably prioritize the shop over the item room because we know that there can't be greed inside of it on the first floor. Although, let's just see what we've got in here first. And, you know, I do have a reroll available. That's a Tears upgrade, which is, it's good. It's not a AAA upgrade, I would say, but, you know, it's a AA plus or something. And I think we should buy the Steam sale on this first floor. So let's buy the Steam sale. This will obviously have compounding effects as we get further and further into the game. And I think we'll re-roll this Tears upgrade. And this will probably be the last re-roll we can do. So I'm going to make myself content to go with the speed upgrade, which is obviously not, you know, the greatest upgrade mankind could possibly fathom at this point in the game. And I would have definitely rather had the Tears upgrade, but it's not that bad either. I re-rolled it primarily for the chance to get an HP upgrade. And, you know, there's an argument to be made for, you know, why did you even pick it up? You probably should have left it on the ground and maybe picked it up later. You're not necessarily wrong, but I definitely want to save a reroll for the Devil Room, and I strongly suggest that we will not have the opportunity to get enough charges available to make that happen. So, in any case, I'll be happy with my free speed upgrade. At least it's a free speed upgrade, assuming that I don't get hit for the rest of this floor, which is well, the rest of this room, I should say, not the floor. The floor is unlikely, but the room is a fairly plausible situation that we could imagine happening. I don't like standing this close to the Larry Juniors, but it's okay. And we still have all of the bombs that we had on the last floor. We have the same number, I should say, because I have used at least one. But so far, so good. So we'll take our speed upgrade here, and presumably nobody is the wiser, because I have not taken any damage as a result of it. And then I will hope for an... Oh, no! I lost half a Spirit Heart. Oh, yeah, big fucking whoop. But hopefully I will snag an HP upgrade from the boss room and then a deal with the devil afterwards. So I'm tempted to go pick up that health, but by the same token, I also kind of want to see how much health is remaining, and maybe I can get like a really good play on that blood bank later. I mean, the more money I get, obviously, the better, but also to snag an HP plus speed upgrade in addition to that would be awesome in the way of the blood bag, or in the form of the blood bag. Alright, so we will pick up more health. I guess there's no reason not to beyond sheer laziness. And we are going to get one more reroll. I won't be able to use it for the item room because we don't have any keys. I could gamble and get some keys, which is actually probably a fairly prudent use of my resources, especially now that I have the Steam sale. But first things first, since we have a reroll available, let's check out our boss room. We're going to be fighting double Monstros, who are, you know, one of the most difficult bosses you can fight on the first floor, I would say. And that doesn't mean they're difficult, but it does mean they're among the most difficult. Sometimes you can also fight the Pony on the first floor. I think I've even fought the Fallen on the first floor like 3 or 4 times over the course of the entire series. Which is much trickier than your average first floor boss. But these guys are... the intersection of shows up fairly frequently and is fairly troublesome to deal with, so it's worth noting. It's not a walk in the park, but I've done fairly well here, and we are going to pick up an HP upgrade. This is basically ideally how I wanted this floor to go down, and then we'll see what we've got in our boss room here. Brimstone, which I'm very tempted to pick up, but we're already kind of snowballing pretty hard here, so you know what, why don't we pick up Brimstone, and then we'll re-roll the I'm not quite tempted enough to take it. And, you know, people are going to be occasionally a little bit angry that I'm taking Brimstone. I apologize for your anger, but also keep in mind where I'm coming from on this one, which is, like, for the last 2 runs, I've had absolutely no damage items. So I'm going to go with Brimstone instead, and hopefully that'll give me the potential to make things work. Anyway, I'm done explaining myself over Brimstone, which is something that I've done many, many times in the past. Is there any extra HP on that boss room fight? Or on the boss room, I guess I should say. I certainly hope so, and it's our last play here. I had a feeling that was going to happen. But it's okay. I guess I could just scum the health and just continue playing the IV bag over and over, but I'd rather just get back to full health. I'm not too concerned about my money situation right now. We can always, you know, check on that later. Right now, I just want to win some keys, because I'm not sure if I will actually have the chance to... you know, get any keys before the next floor, or on the next floor, I guess I should say. And of course, I want some keys. We also want to get to our item room, which is important. We can also win some attack flies here. Here we go. This 2 keys here would be an awesome payout. Not feeling too good about that. Once we get down to below 7 cents, I will take this IV bag and we'll try to win some stuff off of that. We don't need to win too much, but we can play twice for 1 half heart, which is a pretty smoking deal. Obviously, we're going to take the D6 with us for the future because it's substantially better. By the way, thank you to everyone who pointed out the reason that sometimes you cannot leave the shop, or sorry, the arcade, is because you haven't played the 3-headed man that you paid for. Okay, good pill. Health down. Pretty bad pill, all things considered, but we have enough health to kind of absorb it and be okay, so that's fine. There we go. There's our 2 keys, and, you know, now that we have this red heart here, we might as well play this another 2 times. Picked up another 3 cents, which is more than enough money to buy something from the shop on the next floor, and now we're good to go. Well, I might as well pick up a little bit more money, right? Because we're here, so I can afford to play this, like, 4 times. I botched it just a little bit, so I'm going to do 1 more here. And that brings us up to 15 cents. That's 2 items from the item room. Sorry, 2 items from the shop, now that we have the Steam sale. I apologize for my commentary being disjointed here. Yeah, the health down pill is terrible, but on the bright side, we've picked up the IV bag, which means that blood bags will exclusively show up on blood bags from now on. And we got the bean, so obviously this was not worth the investment of coming in here. But we also have a key that we can use to access the shop on the next floor. And even if that shop contains... greed, I'll be okay with it. Hopefully we'll be able to snag another key at some point, and we'll go down to the next floor. So feeling pretty good leaving the basement part 2. We've gotten a couple of stats upgrades, including an all stats upgrade. We also, okay, I guess that didn't kill the fly. This is not good. We've also got Brimstone. and Isaac's starting amount of HP. But, you know, I'm getting a little concerned here by the fact that I'm nearly dead at the start of the next floor. I've lost a lot of money on this floor as well. Please give me some red hearts. Holy shit, I got nuked down really quick there. This is the problem with the catacombs sometimes. It's a substantially difficult floor. And let's just take a deep breath and relax. This is what I would counter with when people say Brimstone makes things an automatic victory. It certainly doesn't, and that should be obvious, but sometimes there's no reasoning with people. I will drop a bomb in here and get this key, and this is entirely to determine where we're going to use our D6 if we need to use a D6. So I will definitely pick up the attack fly. It's not fantastic, but it is pretty good, and it's a nice little... It synergizes well with Brimstone because it does block incoming shots. And I'm going to re-roll the shot because we are on a floor that's probably big enough for me to get at least a couple of re-rolls that I can use on that shop. And I'm not probably in the market for deals with the devil, so this room is so much easier. Why couldn't I have started with this room? And of course I could buy the ladder, then pick up that bomb, and you know, you can make the argument the ladder almost always pays for itself, which is absolutely true. But the question is not whether the ladder pays for itself in this situation, it's is there an item that is better than the ladder that I can get? And the answer is yes. I do not think that the coin or the purse is necessarily that item, but it does give us a lot of potential flexibility, and I'm not going to re-roll Mom's purse, because imagine if we get something like Maggie's Faith. That basically gives us an HP upgrade per floor, and taking Mom's purse, or not taking Mom's purse rather, would put us in a situation where we couldn't do that, and I would feel like a real goddamn asshole about it, because that would possibly lampoon our run. Also, basically, as long as we get one useful trinket, and the Polaroid, then Mom's purse is well worth it, in my opinion. So to pay 7 cents for the possibility of actually making trinkets worth something is pretty good in my mind. I will, in all likelihood, go to this curse room, but I do want to go to the boss room first. Just seems smart to me. I'm okay with sacrificing my spirit heart to make it happen. We'll go to that mob trap room as well. But we'll go to the boss room first. This is like the easiest boss we could possibly hope to fight. And, you know, it's like, imagine that last floor was like a bumpin' Saturday night or something. We got super wasted, we went to the club, we did something we regretted maybe, we picked up Brimstone, and now we're just, it's like Sunday morning, it's like, let's have some coffee, I'm gonna read the paper, and let's just get an HP upgrade and move on with our lives. So we have a squeezy in there. Again, I'm gonna sacrifice my spirit heart, come down in here, and there's the secret room, Guppy's Tail. Not gonna re-roll Guppy's Tail because it does give us a pretty decent chance to become Guppy, and tons of money in here. So I could go back and buy that spirit heart if I was starting to feel uncomfortable with it, but I'm not feeling uncomfortable. So Guppy's Tail, good. Will I re-roll Squeezy? I'm thinking probably. It's a tough call, a tougher call than you might expect. Normally I like taking Squeezy because 2 spirit hearts is good and a tears upgrade also fine. And you know, this is where everyone tells me that Squeezy's a shot speed upgrade, which may or may not be true. It's hard to tell. Whether people are being serious or not. They might be, I don't know. Squeezy might be a shot speed upgrade, it might be a tears upgrade. Hell, it might be an upgrade to both, who knows, man. But what I will say is that, you know, a tears upgrade doesn't seem to do too much for us when we already have Brimstone. So the spirit heart's also not really that much. So maybe, I mean, it's a risk because we might re-roll it. Isaac's head is not really the trinket I'm looking for with Mom's purse, but it's fine for now. We might end up fucking ourselves a little bit by re-rolling it, but yeah, maybe we pick up a raw HP upgrade, which I consider substantially more beneficial, especially if we end up getting a Guppy's Paw at some point, which is obviously increasingly beneficial again as a result of having Guppy's Tail now as well. And of course, if we could become Guppy, I would be thrilled. That has contributed to us having a lot of very, very good runs lately. So there is another boss trap room going on in here, and absolutely I want to pick that up, or, you know, go in there and pick up whatever they've got going on. Hopefully we'll find an arcade or something. First things first, though, we did find the item room, and this is actually a very good thing because we are going to have a D6 charge perfectly for it, which always means, or usually means, that we'll have a better chance of getting an item that we want. Bomb bag is not that item. We're going to re-roll it, and you know what? Lard is that item. I'm going to stack up HP. Even though this makes me much less survivable because I'm slow, I think this is a smart decision. Bomb for a nickel, I think, is a pretty good decision as well. We're like seriously slow here, don't get me wrong, but don't take that out of context. By the way, that'll be the top comment. Northern Lion, I am seriously slow here, but we can completely counter this by picking up the ability to fly, which is not an unlikely item to get. and we'll see what else we come across. Judgment, yeah, fantastic. It's a demon judgment. That's kind of exactly what I was hoping for. Hopefully he doesn't drop live bombs. This allows me to get into the boss trap room, which is amazing. It also potentially allows me to get a deal with the devil item. Also pretty damn good. He drops a pill. The pill is health down, right? Yeah, I don't want that. That's been showing up too much lately. What do you got for me? Nothing yet? Okay, well, I'm going to use a bomb and check out this treasure chest just to see what's going on here. A little bit nervous about how this could go, but this is, you know, who dares wins, right? We need to sacrifice a little bit more health just to play Demon Judgment here, and he pays out with Cancer, which, again, I have no idea how that affects Brimstone and whether or not that's the trinket we want, but most of the time that would be exactly what I would want. And hopefully we'll have an HP upgrade, but I would also be A-okay with a speed upgrade in this boss trap room. Keep in mind I'm not using Brim Snapping, by the way. I feel like it should go without saying, but just to make sure. So we definitely do not want a range upgrade. That is borderline useless as a Brimstone user, so I'm thinking we'll use our next reroll on that, and hopefully I'll also be able to... Again, and two things I want here, HP upgrade or speed upgrade, and an HP upgrade which gives me some consumable red hearts would be ideal. Pageant Boy is also pretty bad because we already have 26 cents. So we might be shooting ourselves in the foot with the reroll, from a reroll standpoint here, but this is fine. It's Caves Part 2. I don't feel too concerned about my health, although if I end up in a room where I can't really move around and people start chasing me down, I could end up dying here, as much as I hate to admit it. I have to think fast anyway. And we do have our shop, and I hope that it's not greed, because again, I'm in a position where I would love to buy red hearts or spirit hearts. Either one would improve my survivability, and also give me a chance to play more Demon Judgment. This is good. I'm not going to reroll the map. Map shows me where the secret room is. That's A-okay by me. I will also buy a key, because why not? And let's see if there's any more money or red hearts in those fires. Okay, so we're probably coming close to the end of this floor from a reroll standpoint. Obviously, I do want to go into that curse room. I'm going to have to kind of prioritize here, because I can't go into the curse room at this point, or it'll just be too risky. I'll be too likely to die. Judgment. This is another Judgment card. Well, it's better than a health down, so obviously we'll take this Judgment card into the deal with the devil, if we get one, where hopefully we'll be able to just pay money for a deal with the devil instead of actually having to pay with our lives. I'm in a little of a harrowing position right here. We really would like this reroll to work out for the best. If this ends up being an HP upgrade or a speed upgrade, life's good. It's the same range upgrade! It's not even worth fighting for at this point, then. So that sucks. That sucks real bad. Drop a bomb in here. That's our secret room, as we already knew. Kind of hoping, honestly, that there was a fortune teller or something in here. We're gonna have kind of a long shot against this boss. Because I can't play... I can play Demon Judgment. I shouldn't play Demon Judgment. The boss is Gertie. Could be worse, could be better. This is the Gertie that does not shoot bullets. That's actually really good. So I should just be able to kind of, like, knock her down little by little here. Attack Fly is going to do some good work for me. Make sure we take care of the nubs. And I'm actually feeling a little bit better about this. A little bit more, a little bit safer. It's a scary position to be in, and I'll tell you why, and that's because if I get some HP upgrades here, which or not HP upgrades, sorry, if I get some hearts here, I fully expect to trade those to Demon Judgment to try to like, shoot the moon, right? Especially since, you know, if we get guppy items, that makes us much more likely to win this game overall. Let's see what we've got in here. So the fact that we got a deal with the devil is awesome, because free Judgment. And we've already gotten Guppy's tail, so I think I definitely should at least pick up Guppy's head. And hopefully this guy just ends up giving me, like, Guppy's paw. In which case, awesome. He didn't. That's Lord of the Pit, though. That's fucking awesome. And, of course, we'll take Guppy's head. This is just to give us the increased chance of becoming Guppy, mostly for the ability to create flies at this point. And we will take our 8-ball and hope that the tarot card is useful. The Hierophant, I would say, yeah, real fucking useful, actually. So we'll, we won't pop it yet, because I do want to possibly go to that curse room still. Please, please work with me. Demon Judgment, you're a pain in the butt is what you are. So, I guess it doesn't matter when I pop the Hierophant at this point. I might as well pick up that penny, right? There's nothing stopping me there. This is a weird one. How far will you go to save the blah blah, to become a cat in real life? It's a tough call. I'll only take half a Spirit Heart hit from walking in here, but how many times do I want to play this Demon Judgment, right? Like, let's see, okay, bombs, nothing. How many times do I want to lose Spirit Hearts playing this Demon Judgment when I'm in kind of a tricky spot as is? I'm willing to spend a Spirit Heart and a half So I will go down to half of a red heart and 1.5... Yeah, or 1 spirit heart. Okay, so that's as low as I'm willing to go here. And this is very ballsy, and I don't like it. And it could pay out with a terrible item. But we've already played this Demon Judgment like 73,069 times. So I'm hoping that he pays out for me here. So we'll take our spirit hearts. Please don't kill me here by accident. Good, okay. So that's 1, and 2, and 3. And he paid out with the luck foot, which is maybe valuable. It makes all pills good, which means I should have gone back for that health down pill. I don't know what it would have transformed into. If it would have transformed into the health up pill, please just don't tell me. I would rather not know at this point. Because sometimes the truth hurts, you know? Now, there's a little HP here that I can see, and that excites me. Obviously, okay, we're not in a bad spot by any stretch of the imagination. Right? That's my new catchphrase, apparently, by any stretch of the imagination. But it's better than quite frankly. Quite frankersy. Yeah, we're in an okay position from damage and health and, you know, becoming Guppy. We've got the ability to fly. We still have the D6. Lots of good stuff going on here, and, you know, we're about to get back to reasonably high levels of health, which is great. But that might have been a misplay to not take that health downgrade. Well, it's definitely a misplay to not take that health down pill with me, because it could have become something amazing. But getting the luck foot is good regardless. So, you know, you make mistakes and you learn, and that's how life that's how you improve yourself, right? Like, I think I've done a reasonably good job learning from my mistakes in recent videos, at least. Let's open this up. Could be fun. More bombs. Probably not worth it. And you know, it's, you know, like a 7-year-old kid in 2nd grade or something, you don't go like, oh, you think 7 times 7 is chocolate cake? Wow, you're an idiot. You go, okay, nice try, Jimmy, but seriously, let's try to use our noggins this time. So I'll remember that from now on. That's a weird situational thing that doesn't come up very often. We'll definitely bomb our way into the secret room here. See what we got going on. Hopefully a rerollable item, because I've been inefficient with my rerolls so far. It's actually a very good thing that we're fighting greed, because it means that we won't be fighting greed in our shop, which means that we could possibly get a compass or something like a nun's habit, make our D6 even more useful, or augment whatever spacebar items we get in the future. So crazy amounts of money here. I don't want to use my keys for this, because I need to use them for probably the shop, #1 priority for sure now. What else do I need on this run? Not too much. A Guppy's Paw would win the game. Almost no question about it. If I run into a Guppy's Paw, I would have a ton of Spirit Hearts. I could take probably, well, hopefully a better trinket than the ones I've got with me. Not that Cancer's a bad trinket. I just don't know if or how it works with Brimstone. And I don't know. I'm probably going to not be able to use rerolls effectively at all on this floor. But anyway, Compass and Guppy's Paw are the 2 items that I would ideally love the most, I guess. I would be okay with lots of upgrades. More health is always good, especially on the way to Guppy's Paw. More damage is always amazing. And, yeah, more speed, I guess, wouldn't hurt too much, although it doesn't matter that much anymore. I was hoping Luckfoot would allow us to get a higher chance of payout there, but hey, we got a demon, or a regular judgment in here. Hopefully he will pay out with some pills and some health, and some keys are actually very important as well. The more keys, the better, quite frankly. Oh, there comes quite frankly again. I don't know who this frankly guy is, but he seems positively literal. Now, we're up to 3 keys. Not littoral, like in the Shoreline, like a Broken Social Scene song. What do we have here? The Hermit. Free teleport into the shop means I can save a key, and in good conscience probably use one for the... use a key for a golden chest, I guess. So I want to reroll Kamikaze, obviously, but first things first, let's come into our shop. And basically free... compass in there. Well, not free, but a compass nonetheless. So we'll definitely pick that up, and I will take this pill, and we'll see what it is. Teleported me next to the boss room, which is actually the room that I wanted to go to next anyway. And unfortunately, this means that it's probably not in my best interest to... we'll pop this open just to see what it is. Sure, that's beautiful. It means it's probably not in my best interest to use this reroll on the Kamikaze yet. We'll fight our boss first. Obviously, the reroll is not going to be useful at all against War. But if we get a deal with the devil, I obviously want to try to reroll the Guppy's Paw, because this would put us in a position where, again, I do feel, especially every HP upgrade that we get, it's a little bit early to be going all Spirit Hearts only via Guppy's Paw, but it would also make us so goddamn strong. I really think that we would be nigh invincible, Bill-nigh invincible, if we managed to make that happen. So we're about halfway through War here. You can see that my damage is not fantastic. It certainly could be better. I'm fast enough to get away from War, I think, especially if I can just cause him to sit down every once in a while. It does take a little while to get to, like, full speed here. I'm not a Yoshi type character, more like a Donkey Kong type character if we're going to speak in Mario Kart terms. Okay, he's going to die in one hit, which should be fine. Okay, no deal with the devil. Maybe a good thing. We can take some time off from that, and we definitely reroll Kamikaze. Very good floor for us, no question about it. It's another attack fly. Sure, 2 attack flies. A-okay, I like it a lot. We'll continue playing our blood bank. There's a reasonable chance that we get the HP upgrade, I think. Spend a lot of money on this floor. It helps to replenish it a little bit, I guess, although it's not hugely important. Now, I need to save 2 keys for sure. What is this tarot card? Justice. That's another key as well as some... oh, an Eternal Heart. Okay, so I should wait on that Eternal Heart until I know if there's any extra red hearts so I can play that blood bank more. Otherwise, the blood bank will take those Eternal Hearts first thing, which is not what I want, obviously. I've already been to the shop, so I don't need to spend another key to go inside, but I do need to spend a key to go into the item room. Okay. There's so many golden chests, obviously. I don't want to take the money bag, but we gotta take the money bag. I'm not going to get another reroll. No way to get another reroll, I guess. And we'll just come through here quickly, and this should be the end of this floor. And if you're wondering why I'm not being more aggressive with opening more golden chests, it's because I want to save keys for the item room and the shop on the next floor. So 100% want to go to both of those, in which case I don't want to be overly aggressive and fuck myself out of it. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted here, and we'll get another HP upgrade by way of this Eternal Heart here. So everything's coming up Millhouse right now, even though I made that mistake with that pill on the last floor. We'll leave, and we're still so goddamn close to becoming Guppy, but it's very unlikely to happen on the next floor. Only way it can happen is by way of a curse room, I think, or some incredibly lucky rerolls. But, you know, all bets are off once we actually go down to the womb. Womb Part 1, anyway. So, lots of HP. What do I need? Guppy's Paw. Again, it's such a no-brainer at this point. It doesn't work on every run. It works on a lot of runs. And it's going to be interesting, because I think my Rebirth, or my play in Rebirth is going to have to completely change if I'm going to still find myself doing, or hoping to do reasonably well. Like, I oftentimes almost exclusively bank on getting Spirit Hearts off the screen, and that's not going to be something that you can do in Rebirth. It's going to be capped at 12, which is the exact number of hearts that can fit on the screen. So that's going to make things substantially more difficult. I definitely should have gone to the mob trap room before coming to this blood bank and gambling the shit out of it, but actually it ended up working out just fine. I expected that it would. It was pretty unlikely that it wouldn't. No mini-boss, please. Okay, this is the ultimate reroll target. As much as I would love something like the Nun's Habit, I also think the coin purse is fantastic, because all pills have to be good at this point. Oh, or at least not bad. What's this one? Balls of Steel. Pretty nice. Balls of Steel, obviously. Pretty nice. Bad Gas, and Telepills. And what's our tarot card? We might as well buy it. The Moon. Free trip to the secret room. Saves us a bomb. More money. Okay. So that shop, I'd say, turned out pretty well. Ask me how I feel about that Telepills. Pretty, like, you know, blasé, I guess. I'm going to take it with me, and I'll probably use it to try to sneak a devil room after the mom fight. The Stigmata, man. That's all stats up. Or basically, damage plus health plus something off screen that we'll never know. But the Telepills, yeah, it's good. I'm going to take it with me. It's not probably going to make a major difference, but it makes a difference if we can get a deal with the devil room after this mom fight. I doubt it will, but... And also, you know, let's talk about a non-orthodox item that would actually be amazing for us to pick up right now. The answer to that question is, well, I guess there's several, but money equals power would be amazing. Because we are, you know, money equals power is like a 0.04 damage upgrade per cent. We would be able to get like 2 damage up as a result of that, which is more damage than I think almost any other damage item in the game gives you. Wish I could open that, but I can't. There is a curse room, and you know that interests me, especially since I will have rerolls available for when I get up there. And it looks like there's no other rooms that necessarily have value for rerolls. So this is actually, you might not notice this. It's a little bit more subtle, I guess, but we're doing enough damage now to kill those belly gluttonies on 1 hit, which is actually way more than we were doing before, or at least enough more to make a tangible difference. Before, it was taking me 2 hits, and that actually does make a potential difference in the way that I play, or the way that this run could go. But it's looking so good right now. And this is not a brimstone thing. It's mostly staggering amounts of HP, and actually the luck foot has helped me out a great deal here too. Another dime, sure, why not? That's by way of the sack of pennies, isn't it? Lucky me, I guess. Okay, here's the moment of truth. 2 pills, sure, one of those balls of steel. It was well worth going in here. Friends till the end, meh. It's fine. Take telepills with us. You might want me to teleport out, but I would end up eating crow pretty hard here if I accidentally skipped over the Polaroid and ended up having to go to Shoal, which would be basically an automatic victory. A lot of people are always like, hey, why don't you go to Shoal, Northern Lion? And, you know, you have a good point. I guess going to Shoal sometimes would be exciting, but in the last, like, few runs, at least, over the last month or so, let's say, the way that runs have typically gone is either I have a run good enough to beat the Cathedral and the chest, in which case, what's the point of going to Shoal, because you know I could beat it. It's several times easier, maybe even an order of magnitude easier than the Cathedral and the chest path. Or it's I die before Mom's heart, or sometimes even before Mom if the run is truly awful. So it's just difficult to find a situation where Shoal is preferable. If you're strong enough to beat Shoal, it feels like you should really gamble and at least give it the old college try to beat the Cathedral and the chest then, the quote-unquote true path. I don't know. It's like saying if you're playing like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, like walking away on the $500,000 question or something instead of just taking a stab at $1 million. I don't know, maybe that's the smart decision, but you know, red patch is probably the best for us in this situation. Anyway, I digress. This is a pretty reasonable chance for us to pick up a Guppy's head. That's 2 telepills now. So we can take one, walk out, and take the other one down to the next floor, I guess. Take one being, like, consume one. There's a decent amount of red hearts available for us here, so I'm not super concerned about this. Justice actually gives us another key, which I will save to use on boss rooms, or sorry, not boss rooms, the chest now. We've got to start thinking about the future, I would say. Come on, Demon Judgment. I'm giving you an awful lot here. It's counterfeit penny. Sorry, flat penny. Obviously flat penny. That's probably the best out of all of them, because we can, with Guppy's Paw, we can now get a staggering number of keys. That's Able. That's a reroll and a half. Polyphemus. Polyphemus Brimstone? Is that crazy strong? Let's find out. Yeah, it seems alright. It might also make it take 100 years for Brimstone to charge. Hopefully it conveys an associated damage bonus then. Otherwise I may have just fucked myself. I can't resist Polyphemus when it shows up. Ooh, okay. I mean, it does a lot of damage. It just takes forever to charge, which is, you know, still pretty scary. So let's get Flat Penny working here, ideally. And I guess this is gonna... In a way, this makes it more difficult, so people who hate Brimstone should be happier. I think it makes it more difficult. I guess we'll see how much damage we do when we can focus on a single target with it. Okay, we can now open all the golden chests on this floor for free, which is a staggeringly good upgrade. And we're going to take Flat Penny with us, again, because I want these keys. The more of these keys that I can have, the better life is going to be for me. Because we have Guppy's Paw. So 2 golden chests here. One is a tarot card. The other is money, which I thought would give us a key, potentially. Moon is a free trip to the secret room, which functions pretty similarly to a telepills here, except we've already been to the secret room, and it's impossible for the moon to give us an I Am Error room. So we've got 1 more golden chest. The first 2 didn't really turn out fantastically for me. Still feeling pretty good about this. And our other golden chest. More keys, and another key out of it as well. Might as well come up here and get this heart while we're around, because, you know, it's better safe than sorry. We will get a reroll available after this. And, again, we're still hoping on that Guppy's Paw item, which would be basically an automatic victory, in my assumption anyway. But first things first, we do have to beat Mom. And I have no idea how Polyphemus is going to work with Brimstone here, if we're going to find ourselves in a position where it does a lot of damage or very little damage, or a staggering amount of damage with the charge time. Okay, it does a lot of damage. That's very good. Of course, we are paying for it as well. We're definitely not going to reroll that health upgrade. We're paying for it as well in the charge time, but this is exactly the combination of trinkets that we want. We got teleported back to the shop. Now let's walk back to that devil room and see if we can find a deal with devil. And maybe there's another telepills I can pick up as well here, right? At some point, maybe in here. This is where Demon Judgment was. Yeah, but don't fuck up the trinkets. I'm gonna have to fuck up the trinkets just a little bit. I don't want to take Cancer. I want to take Flat Penny and the Polaroid. There we go. That was actually very easy. And I don't want to teleport out of this room again. Like, we might use telepills later, but I don't want to constantly just be backtracking over and over. So we didn't get anything here. That's fine. We'll go down to the next floor. We should probably earn it. Shit, might as well check this out at least. It's a red chest. I can't not do it. You know, red chests have the potential to be terrible like that. But they also have the potential to hold a Guppy item. So I had to at least give it the old college try. And that's fine. It's not like we're hurting too badly here. I just one-shot Chub This is a run that's scarier than I think a lot of people are going to give it credit right now, because the charge time on Brimstone is, quite frankly, a little scary. Now, mind you, again, the damage that we do with it is nuts, so I'm very thankful that I have the ability to fly, so I can just kind of like skirt around enemies until I actually get the charge up. But this is like a room where it's actually a very good example of how this is not a totally strong run. Because, oh, come on. Because there's so many enemies here, this room actually takes me probably a lot longer to do here than it would in another situation. We're going to start opening up these golden chests. I guess the stars, telepills is still better because we can get the I Am Air room. I'm going to start opening these golden chests with a little bit more regularity because there's a decent chance they have items. That's what I want. That's the end game. There's also a decent chance that they have keys in them, which would pay for themselves, and there's a decent chance they have money in them, and money can potentially give us keys by way of the flat pennies. So that's my thinking there. That was an easy room. That's an example of like the ideal room we could come across at this point. And this might be some of the most damage I've ever done in a single hit, but I also think that it's a little more harrowing than necessarily get credit for. More keys, always good, and we're gonna be going up against Conquest here. This looks to be one of the easier Conquest fights, but I'm gonna keep my D6. I don't want your white pony Conquest. It's garbage in my opinion. Well, sort of. It depends what you've got. The D6 is more fun, at least at this point. And Conquest died super easily. Shit, I guess we, we still get the white pony if we pick this up, so I guess we telepills and hope for I Am Error. We didn't, at least we didn't move too far, though. And we'll re-roll it just to see. Yeah, we got the crate, that's more keys, and potentially more money, which did pay out with more keys. And another pill, this pill's balls of steel. That's real good! And the magician, which we'll just use right away because it's horrible, and I definitely do not need the goat hoof. Okay, down to Utero 2. With compass and map and the damage that we're doing, I don't see this being a, particular problem. It's another telepills. I don't know how we'll use that. It's difficult because I don't necessarily want to use it on this floor because I want to make sure that we can go to the cathedral, and it might be impossible to go to the cathedral. Judas Tongue not worth anything at this point, but it might be impossible to go to the cathedral if I end up getting the I Am Air room. I think it only has a way to go down, unfortunately. So yes, you can see like the damage I'm doing is just stupid good. I killed not only the Brain Man, but also the two things that he summons after he dies in one hit, which is a like staggering and stupid amount of damage that normally I don't think I've ever seen before. Now, we don't have very good odds of becoming Guppy anymore, but there is one last curse room that I can't help but notice, and if we became Guppy, remember that flies, I believe, do double the amount of damage of your tears, so I'm very tempted to make this run interesting I might as well pick up those bombs, by hazarding a chance to pick up that Guppy. To become Guppy, I should say, because good lord, those flies would do, like, probably more damage than I've ever seen flies do in the game, which actually is saying something. Please be good. That's just double spiders. Even if it was 9 lives, I would do it because at this point, you know, it's a foregone conclusion that if I didn't change anything on this run, if I didn't take any risks, we're gonna win. We could probably, like, 3-shot Isaac Blue Baby. So I think I would just be in the interest of, like, making it more fun. I would give it the old college try and go with 9 lives, maybe 1 health. That can make things exciting. Have I taken damage at all on this floor? This might make it happen, but, oh, I did! Okay, there we go. I thought I could get Mama's Boy, but I already have it, but, you know, why not hazard a second chance at it? Alright, now this is gonna be interesting. Mom's Heart, how long will you last, and also can I charge fast enough to also crowd control in addition to, doing a stupid amount of damage? Answer to this seems, debatable so far. I really do not want to use, Brimstone to kill things, because I can just use it on Mom's Heart instead and get a ton of value out of it. So this is going to be a very quick Mom's Heart boss fight, obviously. We'll go up to the cathedral, and again, I don't anticipate too much stopping me up there. Now I'm like, if I had taken cancer, would this be a better... Oh, there's another curse room. Okay, so we'll check that out because I have to. I can't get it out of my head. The possibility of becoming Guppy is so goddamn tempting. Can you imagine if each fly does double damage? That would be crazy. Like, double the damage of a single... attack. Now, I don't know if it would do double the damage of, like, a Brimstone shot, because I don't know if that effectively is counted as the same thing as tears in the game. Like, who fucking knows, right? Somebody knows. Biznap knows. There's a key in here I missed. Now, we can get a lot of keys here. The question is whether or not I want to play this to the point of possibly risking death. And people are probably like, yeah, you totally should. So maybe I will. I could do worse for myself, probably. We got a lot of keys, and I picked up the blood bag, which was probably not necessary at this point. I probably could have just re-rolled that into something more exciting, but whatever, man. Worked out pretty well for us, I would say. And that's entirely because we got the IV bag earlier, and I think maybe Luckfoot increases the payout item chance from those. I don't know, though. Now, I don't think there's any chance of getting Guppy from the self-sacrifice room there, so I'm going to ignore that for now. And again, more keys, just in time. If I'd gotten these earlier, I could have gotten way more items from... oh, I really thought I could kill Monstro 2 in a single hit. No such luck, but we'll just, you know, dance around him until we actually get a charge here. There we go. And a little bit more health, and no key, unfortunately. Hard to feel disappointed about that, though. Alright, this is a moment of truth. Let's see how this fight against Isaac goes. If I Brim Snap, I wonder if I could kill him in one hit. I didn't Brim Snap there, but, not as much damage as I expected, but additionally, we're not going to get hit as much as I would have normally expected on a fight like this, because, of course, he only shoots at us, or primarily shoots at us when we shoot at him. We don't shoot at him very often, and we do an awful lot of damage. This is more or less like the ideal circumstance to be fighting Isaac in. He is borderline pacifist here. Just cool off like that, and very easy fight. One more kill. We only... oh, I didn't get him there, much to my surprise. Charge up, and good. Alright, now we can have some fun on the chest. I don't anticipate this run going wrong at this point. Ouija board, Necronomicon X-ray goggles, Rainbow Baby. All of these will be re-rolled in the interest of somehow picking up Guppy's head. Infestation obviously could be interesting, because it gives us flies, and flies do a ton of damage, but I really want to go hard on the possibility of getting this Guppy item. So I'll probably go through all the rooms in the chest, because I'm very curious to see how much a fly would do at this point. And, you know, if we come across slot machines or something, we can get free items out of those, another reroll chance. Who knows, man. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, Nun's Habit, Mom's Knife or anything. Or Nun's Habit, what am I talking about? Unfortunately, we don't have any way to get extra D6 charges. So, you know, once this floor is, like, done with D6 charges, it's done. We can't just bomb ourselves and get any more. But we will come down to all of these rooms. Alright, double Monstro 2. I Brim Snapped them there just to see if I could kill them in one hit. If you have a problem with that, you should probably, you know, put things in perspective. This run is over. Like, I'm going to win this, whether you like it or not. It's just a matter of how the win happens. Spider Butt. Book of... well, we'll pick up the spacebar items just so they don't show up again. I really think it's an extreme improbability that will end up becoming Guppy, but obviously I would love to have the opportunity to do so, because it would be so stupid and great. So I don't really care who I kill last here. Maybe it's best to kill the Gluttony last in case we get another item. That gives us another reroll pedestal. We didn't, but sure, whatever. Yep, we just killed Pestilence in one hit, which is, you know, I would say pretty darn good. Please charge before he hits me. We're playing chicken. Oh, I lost, but I still have so many Spirit Hearts that it doesn't matter. My kingdom for a Guppy at this point. It would seriously be so hilarious. I think. Or it would end up being completely underwhelming, and I'd be like, oh, well. Okay, so it's another 2 of Hearts. That's pretty useful, as you can probably guess. No curse rooms available, so we'll come down here and we'll re-roll these bad boys again. We've taken 3 items out of the pool at least. Tarot cards. One of them maybe can turn me into a cat. That's Judgment. Shit, man. Maybe we can end up getting another reroll pedestal in here at the very least. In the meantime, I'm picking up these so I don't have to see them ever again. But then we'll start playing the shit out of this Judgment and just avoid picking up whatever he pays out with, unless he pays out with the Almighty itself. Which I doubt, but it's a theoretical possibility. And we'll just continue onwards with this. It's hard to keep up the dialogue now that this, like, breakneck pace has turned into... HP upgrade. Are you effing my B? I don't want any part of that. Alright, double Monstro 2. It's hard to keep these guys in sync with one another. You know what? I can afford to take some damage keeping them in sync with one another, let's be honest. And then just kill them both simultaneously, which is what they always wanted. No need, I would say, to pick up that key. We'll probably... you know, we might... There's like a 1 in 100 chance that we'll have enough golden chests to need that key. It's not 0, but it's certainly not likely either. Easy, and White feather, that's another reroll pedestal. I doubt we'll get to use that one, but it exists. What is that? We have telepills as well, and I'm struggling with like how to use telepills. I think the answer is we don't, or at least we don't expect to get anything useful out of it. I guess it could teleport me to a deal with the devil room? That's possible, right? Okay, there's another mini mush in there. It's another reroll pedestal. Could telepills possibly teleport me to a deal with the devil room on the chest? It's so unlikely, but it might be just crazy enough to work. Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay, so we can pick that up and then use it, and then, sure, a wiggle worm for a room. And also the poop we can pick up and then put back down. But the thing is, I don't necessarily want to take telepills unless it's my last resort, because if it takes me to the boss room, I beat the boss and we're done, right? I can't just sacrifice myself, because then the run will be over. I don't have any one-ups at all. So, I don't know. We're going to keep this up, and I'm hoping that through some miracle, I am able to pick up a guppy item. I can't believe we didn't. I mean, you know, you gamble hard on getting guppy, and oftentimes it does show up. In the one time I wanted to show up more than ever, it didn't show up at all. I guess, you know, it's kind of, it's a quality problem to have, because our run is already so good that we don't need guppy to show up by any stretch of the imagination at all. Okay, so he's at least entered this phase. And I really thought I would be able to kill the pony at the same time there. Wow, the pony took a whole Polyphemus Brimstone shot, like, straight on the chin and didn't die. It got pretty close. So we have so many items that we could possibly pick up and reroll here, but, or, you know, just reroll in general. Sadly, there's not enough rerolls to go around, unfortunately for everybody involved, myself included. It's another, you know, Mr. Mega. I guess I'll just pick this one up. I don't know why I did that, but we did it. Oh, well, you know, okay, what I should do is, like, pick up the shears and then put it back down so this can't possibly show up in the item room. There are ways to use these items, I suppose, to improve our chances of getting a guppy item, maybe. Beats me, sort of, but Mini Mush is not one of them. What do we have, like, portable slot? I don't think they're going to show up again, though. Famous last words, hopefully not. Okay, very good items in here, but items that I can't really afford to take. So we'll take the Game Kid, and we'll just keep moving onwards here. Again, in case you're, you know, just tuning in or just remembering that you have this video open in another tab, we're trying desperately to earn another guppy item, because if we do, I'm pretty sure the flies that I get will dwarf any damage I've ever done in the Binding of Isaac, which is saying something. Monstrous Tooth, that's another item we could pick up and put down and increase our chances of getting something else, but I don't think there will be 2 Monstro 2 drops on the floor. I'm not sure how it works. I mean, the real reason I'm not doing it is entirely laziness, but also practicality. I think it's very unlikely that it would actually work out that way. Let my attack flies kind of scissor this guy as he comes in. Ooh, okay, red chest was possible. Friends till the end, I guess we can at least get a preview of how much damage these flies will do. So let's walk into the next room and just let the flies do all the work for us and see how much they do. Not really all that much, all things considered. Alright, so turns out I don't know what I'm talking about, but at the very least we tried, and we're making some funky stuff happen with the rerolls back here. And I guess at this point we'll probably just move on and... Oh, that doesn't matter that we picked that up. We'll probably just move on and get ready to fight the boss, because this charade has gone on long enough. Pills, homing bombs. We'll get one more reroll before we fight the boss, and I'll reroll one last time, just in case. It's a very off chance, but, you know, this run's over anyway, so why don't we at least have some fun with it. That, and I guess I'm going to kill Wrath last, which is completely worthless, but whatever. What's done is done. The bloat could absolutely kill him with one Brim Snap, but why even bother when I can just do that instead? And good, I'm going to need that key when I already have golden keys and it's the last floor of the game. Obviously, I mean, killing the Widow in one hit, the Wretched or whatever this is called, is not even that impressive. Like, that's something that happens with reasonable frequency, even when your run's not doing spectacularly. Alright, one last floor, or one last reroll here to give me the chance to make the guppy fantasy work. I guess I'll teleport afterwards, too, just in case. We might as well milk this floor for all it's worth, right? This is my victory lap after all those awful games that we've had before. So, reroll all this. Okay, well, the D20 raises some interesting possibilities. I guess everything else is garbage exquisite garbage, but garbage nonetheless, for my interests here. Okay, second secret room, red chest. That was another viable opportunity, but it unfortunately just ended up paying out with 2 spiders. So, never say that I didn't at least try to get more guppy items. Because I absolutely did. But unfortunately, we're just going to have to win this run with, like, the most damage we've ever done. And I'm totally going to Brim Snap against Blue Baby. This is just to see how much damage I could possibly do in one hit. So get ready. Here we go. Pretty good. Maybe, like, 20% of his health per hit. I mean, there's no reason not to Brim Snap at this point. I know it's going to offend some people, but, like, we can't lose. We're not going to lose. I could probably... Like, with the amount of health I have, I'm imagining I could probably just tank the shots from Blue Baby and my attack flies would kill him before I died. But in any case, that's going to do it for this run as soon as this guy dies, which should happen any moment now. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that run as much as I did. I enjoyed it a lot, so no pressure. If you did enjoy it and you made it this far in, make sure to click the like button. It's one very easy way that you can support me if you enjoyed the video. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more Daily Isaac. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.